Right now, while you're watching this, your phone screen is refreshing itself 120 times every single second, even though nothing is moving. That's like your heart beating at triple speed while you sleep. Insane, right? Smash that like button and subscribe because this will blow your mind. We're talking about LTPO displays. Forget the fancy name. What this technology actually does is insane, and it might completely change which phone you buy next. Let me show you why premium phones last so much longer than budget ones, and it has nothing to do with battery size. Think about a cartoon. It shows you many pictures super fast to create movement, right? Your phone screen does the exact same thing. It refreshes or updates many times every second. Most phones refresh at 60 or 120 times per second. But here's the problem. When you're reading a text that isn't moving, your display is still refreshing 120 times per second. That's like flooring your car in a parking lot. Pure energy waste. LTPO displays are different. They have a brain. When you scroll Instagram, they crank up to 120 refreshes per second for buttery smooth motion. But when you're reading something still, they drop all the way down to 1 refresh per second. And you'll never notice it switching. The screen just feels smooth when needed and sips power when it doesn't. It's honestly genius. So what's the difference between LTPO and regular OLED? Both use OLED for those gorgeous colors. But LTPO adds a special layer that uses way less power and switches refresh rates like magic. Think OLED plus a smart battery saver. Here's where it gets better. You know that always-on display showing your clock? With LTPO, it runs at 1 refresh per second instead of 60. Over a full day, that's massive battery savings. Old adaptive screens without LTPO could only drop to 60 refreshes. LTPO goes to 1. That's a 60 times improvement in efficiency. Which phones have this? iPhone 13 Pro and newer Pros, Samsung Galaxy S21 Plus and up, Google Pixel 7 Pro and newer. It's becoming standard in flagship phones. Does it actually save battery? Real testing shows 1 to 2 extra hours of screen time daily. That's 7 to 14 hours extra per week. That's the difference between making it through your day or hunting for a charger at 3 p.m. You can usually turn it off in display settings under adaptive refresh rate, but why would you? Fun fact, LTPO is built on older LTPS technology. LTPO is basically LTPS plus an oxide layer, which equals insane efficiency. LTPS screens cannot drop as low in refresh rate. That's why LTPO dominates. LTPO helps reduce screen burn-in slightly because pixels update less often on static images. Not a complete fix, but a nice perk. Is it worth paying extra? If battery life matters, absolutely. If you want smoothness without sacrificing power, yes. If your phone lives on a charger, maybe skip it. So LTPO gives your screen an intelligent brain that knows when to work hard and when to chill. It's invisible tech that makes your phone better without you realizing. But here's what I'm wondering. If screens are already this smart, what's next? What happens when displays get even more intelligent? I've got theories, but that's another video. Drop a comment. Does your phone have LTPO and did you notice better battery? See you next time.